तो आज एक्चुअली आप लोगों से ही कुछ सुनना चाहती थी एंड वी विल डू हीलिंग and meditation more because some other topic had come to me which I think I want to give a gap day as for today. तो जो हमने कल 5-6 दिन से कर रहे थे उसका एक और लेवल करेंगे, मगर वो आज नहीं करेंगे क्योंकि शायद वो आज के लिए that's not meant to be for today. Yeah. तो ये जो भी हमने इतना बहुत सारा चेंज क्रिएट किया है अपने लिए, उसको थोड़ा एब्जॉर्प्शन टाइम देते हैं, असिमिलेशन टाइम देते हैं, ताकि बॉडीज जो है उस नई एनर्जी के साथ अट्यून हो पाए और फिर उसको आगे लेके जाएंगे विद समथिंग मोर, क्योंकि जो भी व्हाटएवर दैट विल कम अप टुमारो, I think you know that itself has like 6-7 levels and it again will be big. So let's not get there and let's enjoy today first. Yeah? So firstly, anybody for anything about like yesterday's call, we can take up that, and otherwise I have something on forgiveness which I had selected for today that we will read through that. Yeah. क्योंकि इतना सारा जो एंसेस्ट्रल हीलिंग भी किया है ना, उसमें बहुत सारी चीजों के साथ फॉरगिवनेस जो है वो अटैच्ड है ना। और एक ये छोटा सा शब्द जो है ये पूरी दुनिया ले सकता है हमारी, और पूरी दुनिया बिगाड़ भी सकता है और बना भी देता है, ऐसे वाली उसकी एनर्जी रहती है। तो इसलिए आई वांटेड टू पिक दैट अप, बट बिफोर दैट इफ एनीबडी हैज एनीथिंग वी कैन टेक दैट एंड देन I'll go to the book. Anybody?
Yeah, Malvika.
One of your book today, yeah?
Yeah. एक ही बात बार बार हो रही थी पेन की, जो कल मेरी नहीं गई मगर आज चली गई है. So in that matter I'm getting relief. आपने फॉरगिवनेस की बात की, तो आज मेरी किसी से बात हुई तो एक बड़ी छोटी सी उन्होंने बात बोली कि जब हमारे पास पोस्टमैन आता है तो वो कोई भी न्यूज़ लेके आता है, गुड और बैड, तो ना तो हम उसके साथ डांस करते हैं और ना ही हम उसको मारते हैं कि अगर गलत न्यूज़ लेके आया है तो. सो व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट गैस लाइटिंग एंड ऑल, जब मुझे लग रहा था कि एंसेस्ट्रल क्लीयरिंग तो हो रही है मगर जो अभी वाले इश्यूज हैं वो जा नहीं रहे हैं, सो दैट टाइम पेन रियली मतलब पेन वाज गोइंग दैट, बिकॉज वो मुझे इतनी अच्छी बात लगी, मे बी ये किसी और को भी टच करे कि ओके ये मैसेंजर ही हैं. ऑल्दो हम लोग ये बात बार बार सुनते हैं, फिर भी कई बार किसी और वर्ड्स में आती है तो जल्दी क्लिक करती है. तो मुझे लगा ठीक है वही, ये जो डाकिया है वो खुशी का पैगाम लाए या गम का पैगाम लाए, इसको डाकिया ही समझो. और उसे फॉरगिवनेस भी वर्ड मेरे दिमाग में आया कि फॉरगिव करके ही आगे बढ़ा जा सकता है, क्योंकि वो बार बार हम उसको तो फॉरगिव कर ही नहीं रहे हैं, साथ साथ में अपने आप को बहुत ज्यादा पेन दे रहे हैं, knowingly or unknowingly. So it's I think forgiveness for us and forgiveness for others also. So thank you so much. कोई चीज आती है दिमाग में और तुम लेके आ जाती हो सामने में, और सबसे पहले मैं ही बोलती हूँ अरे भाई मैं वेट कर रही थी. Thank you so much. Yeah.
जी प्रवीण जी, हाँ जी बताइए. जी.
First of all, I want to say thank you to all of you and especially to you also. See, to reach this platform, it took me 7 or 8 years probably. But the first time when I contacted you, it was on a Facebook, and then you passed my name to some other facilitator in Chandigarh, so things went on. After that, I have been meeting you off and on and that way. Then 3 years back, I started more communication with you, meeting you 3-4 months with a gap of 3 months. That's what things went on. The day you formed this group, probably the next or third day you told me and you put me in the group. But things went on. I just used to do this thing, read about it, but not actively participating. So with the lockdown, still I didn't. But one fun one, even how I landed. It was something that I just put a message in the group that I want this ID number and data, and that I got
Zoom link.
immediately contacted. See, this is the thing. So I've changed so much. I'll tell you one thing in my background. Right from childhood, I've been doing so many things, but not sticking to anything. I've done all the courses, all the healings. You name anything, I've done it all. But I've not been sticking to. But my commitment was not that. Even with the self consciousness, the same thing was happened. I did the course, but I didn't continue it. One thing is that I had a heaviness in my shoulder ever since my teenage. And probably that now I found out that was the reason for my bad posture also. My mother was very particular, but I couldn't do anything. Even being aware of it, that it was wrong, but I couldn't do anything. Things went on like that only. But with these calls, I've gained so much. But I felt lightness in my shoulders after you say, I'm 66 years old. So here 13 years के बाद से ये मुझे महसूस हो रहा है. So you can just calculate the things. How I have been carrying this burden all through it. So it was released to an extent, not fully, but to an extent it has been released. But I'm feeling a bit relief in my focus.
Sure.
So once thank you to all of you, all the energies, all the people. I've been listening very carefully to you, all of you. Thank you.
Nice. So nice for the commitment and so nice for showing up each day.
Yeah.
और मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि जिस टीनेज एंड 66 तो कोई भी 19 से भी माइनस करे तो आई एम श्योर मुझे लगता है कि उस पेन से बहुत लंबी वाकफियत थी है ना रिश्तेदारी बहुत लंबी थी है ना हमारे से अभी इतनी नहीं है
It was heaviness, not pain. It was a immense heaviness.
Whatever the feeling was, obviously, जो आपका
experience. Posture. I tried to correct it, but I couldn't do it. My mother was very particular. Everyone was very, very, very particular during the early years, but later on, for everyone, reconciled with it. So that's why I'm sharing it.
So nice.
So thank you, all of you.
Amazing. Amazing, Praveen.
So this is how one lands up. It took 8 years to land on this platform.
I know. और मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि अगर कुछ भी %.5 भी कुछ रेजोनेट करता है ना कहीं पे भी यहाँ नहीं कहीं पे भी वहाँ जाते रहिएगा जी
right from the beginning when I read that Malvika Kapoor, but that even still that feeling resonates within me till now.
How nice.
I don't know. But there's some connection somewhere.
ऊपर वाला इतना मेहरबान है हम कभी नहीं सोच सकते हैं
I get the right people at the right time. I need the right
nice. So nice.
Full connection. ऊपर वाला is so kind to me.
So kind.
So thank you, Malvika, once again, and to all of you, please. And see, Monica, I see so much change in your face. I don't know whether you noticed or not. In Monica,
I think मेरे से ज़्यादा तो कोई इसको नहीं नोटिस किया होगा
मनदीप
है ना क्यों मोनिका को
and Mandeep's also
मनमीत मनमीत है वो
and Monica so both these two have tremendous change
so good no so good
thank you so much
thank you for sharing also because I think it
but I just there was nothing. Now I felt the change, so much change. Then I.
So nice. जब महसूस ही नहीं करेंगे तो बोलेंगे कैसे? कोई भी है ना? यहाँ कोई fictitious story की तो बात नहीं हो रही है. मगर मुझे ऐसे लगता है कि आप बीती से ज़्यादा किस पे क्या विश्वास करेंगे ना? है ना?
Actually, thing was this: you were continuing for a very long time. You have a different. All these words are most of the healings, but they have a different ways of putting the things. Not so much like that. I'm listening. I'm climbing the ladder to reach to your people level. All the words same and all that. So forgiveness, though, I follow it very nicely. Okay, Hope for the best with today also.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
यस यस मालविका,
जी।
आपके साथ जुड़ के ना, बस आपके साथ जुड़ के ना, मतलब हर तरफ, मतलब ये से ना अच्छा ही अच्छा है, खुदा जैसे ना साथ साथ ही चलता है हमारे। आपने जोड़ दिया, जब भी कुछ लगता है ना वो पहले खड़ा है। बाय गॉड,
उसके
रियली आपके
साथ जुड़े रहिएगा, उसके
बस
साथ जुड़े रहिएगा, कभी धोखा नहीं
हाँ
देता,
हाँ,
कभी
बिल्कुल
धोखा नहीं
बिल्कुल।
देता।
हाँ, और आपने जो स्वर से जुड़ा दिया ना कि पहले अपने लिए फिर बाकियों के लिए, वो मतलब उसमें ना एक वो अलग ही, मतलब जैसे ना कुछ सुरूर सा या कुछ अलग ही चीज होती है, नशा सा। थैंक यू। और वो सब आप वो जुड़ाने वाले, सो थैंकफुल टू यू, सो थैंकफुल टू यू, थैंक यू।
सो गुड जी, सो गुड, है ना। मैं हमेशा कहती हूँ कि अगर उसने मुझे भी चुना है आप तक पहुंचने के लिए, तो उसके लिए
हाँ
बहुत मेरी खुशकिस्मती है।
हाँ, आपको याद
कई
होगा
बार
आपने मेरे को
बहुत
कहा।
सारे लोग
हाँ
उनसे कुछ बात भी करो ना तो उनको समझ नहीं आती है ना। और कई तो बहुत ही करीब के होते हैं, तो ऐसे लगता है कि नहीं, शायद अभी वक्त आने में थोड़ी देरी है ना। जब वक्त आ जाएगा ना, तो आपको वही बात आपकी लैंग्वेज मेरी लैंग्वेज मिल जाएगी, बस इतनी सी बात है ना।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल बिल्कुल। मेरे को याद है मालविका, आपने कहा था मेरे को जब हम शुरू शुरू में मिले थे ना, मतलब इस काम के लिए, कि कोई
जी
ऊपर वाले ने कुछ सोचा होगा तभी हमें इसलिए जोड़ा है।
बिल्कुल,
यस, थैंक यू।
एब्सोल्युटली।
हाँ, थैंक यू सो मच, गॉड ब्लेस यू।
थैंक यू जी।
Can I share, Malvika?
Yeah, sure.
Malvika, I have been with you for past 1.5 year. Okay, you have spoken on various topics, but ये जो ancestral healing आपने जो किया, I must share this here. It was like a fairy tale, I would say, for me. Day one, when you said ancestors, I was like, there's nothing wrong or right, I would say. And you told me, wait and let things unfold. And let's see where you resonate. Okay. After 5 days, it has been definitely been an adventure journey for me. Definitely. Like, I really felt lost like a little girl. I wrote it on group also. It was like very different because, when you love your, ancestors and you always have high regard for them, it is a very different feeling, and definitely been a very different journey for me. So different that I'm finding very strange to react to same people in my family. I go out, I talk to my cook, I talk to this lady, my mother-in-law, girls, husband. I find it so strange. I'm finding it very strange. Not the same reaction, not at all. And जब भी ancestor start हुआ, ठंडक तो आ गई, बिना एसी के मैं रह ही नहीं पाती। ज्यादा ही ठंडक आ गई। और जब जिस दिन ये स्टार्ट हुआ था, मेरे दिल में एक डर आ गया था, जैसे एग्जाम देते हुए जाते हुए बच्चों का दिल पकड़ा नहीं जाता, वो मेरा कल दोपहर तक था जब आपने हीलिंग स्टार्ट की थी, मेडिटेशन स्टार्ट की थी। आफ्टर दैट, लाइक आई राइट, फटाफट से 2-3 पॉइंट झटपट से लिख लेती हूँ कि दैट fear had, it was not there anymore. It was not there. There was no heaviness in the heart. There was no pain in the legs. जो हो रहा था मेरे को right from toe to thighs, there was no pain in my legs. There was no feeling of heaviness in the heart, या जो उसको कहते हैं कि डर लगता है एग्जाम देते हुए जाते हुए, वो डर नहीं है. And I would definitely like to continue this journey with you. It's totally like a wonderful journey full of surprises. और मुझे यही चीज़ बहुत अच्छी लगती है कि कहाँ से चीज़ें निकल के आ रही हैं, कौन सी परतें खुल रही हैं, कौन सी चीज़ें पता चल रही हैं. और सबसे अमेजिंग तो ये लग रहा है कि जो मेरे रिएक्शंस हैं, मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा मैं लोगों से कैसे बात करूं. इट्स जस्ट कि मैं सिर्फ एक सेंटेंस बोल रही हूँ एंड आई एम मूविंग अवे. सिर्फ इतना ही हो रहा है. नो नीड टू स्पीक अनदर सेंटेंस और थर्ड और फोर्थ. नो नीड. It's like very different. I'm not the same Anu I was yesterday.
घर वाले नहीं पहचानते, नहीं?
घर वाले तो पहचानते हैं, तभी तो मुझे कोई कुछ कहता नहीं. 11:30 बजे से जो मन में आए करो, चाय पियो, कॉफी पियो, कुछ भी पियो, अपने कमरे में भागो यहाँ से. कुछ नहीं कहते. Everybody is very like at peace with me. मतलब मैं डांट फटकार कम हो गई, I think सबको.
ये मुझे लगता है जब अपने अंदर जो विषाक्त रहता है ना वो कम होता रहता है ना, और बहुत सारा ऐसा चीज है जो विषाक्त का शक्ल नहीं होती है मगर एनर्जी रहती है ना, तो वो जब जाने अनजाने में कम होता रहता है तो आपकी जो रिएक्टिव जो स्पेस है ना वो चले जाती है, रिएक्टिव स्पेस, okay,
हाँ,
like
reaction is
as
different है,
even when we do
different है
sessions for
reactions.
new people, yeah, so they are again checking with yourself, are they reactions or are they actions? Yeah, reaction is a space of it is an agonizing space from where we are coming, है ना, reaction, है ना, जैसे जैसे किसी को एग का रिएक्शन रहता है, किसी को वीट का रिएक्शन रहता है, यू गेट दैट, या किसी को रिएक्शन रहता है, तो वो रिएक्शन क्या होता है कि वो आपकी बॉडी को सूट नहीं करता, है ना, तो जब हम रिएक्ट बाहर कर रहे होते हैं तो आपके कहीं अंदर भी आपको सूट नहीं करता। आप किसी दिन गुस्सा करके देखिएगा, है ना, तो आपको पूरा दिन हलचल में ऐसे लगता है जैसे अंदर पूरी बॉडी इज शडरिंग, you get that, so why is that happening? Because the body itself is also reacting, and the chemicals inside are also reacting, yeah, the thoughts also are reacting, और जब भले भांति कर लेते हैं उसके बाद लगता है अरे यार ये नहीं किया होता ना तो बेटर रहता है, हाँ, सर्वाइकल का अटैक हो जाता है, yeah? और किसी को क्या क्या रहता होगा, I'm just giving a few examples, so that is a reactive space, and the active space is very different because it is not a reaction, it is a response, yeah? It is a response to whatever somebody said. उसमें मुझे लगता है कि उसमें सहजता होती है, उसमें आराम होता है, उसमें ठंडक होती है, उसमें जो है ना कलह क्लेश नहीं होता, उसमें ऐसे नहीं होता बस अभी बोल दो, अभी कह दो, it is not a pounding energy, it is not a, you don't want to vent out and throw, you get that? Even if somebody is doing unwanted, you have the patience to be with it and then say something, तो बीच में एक सांस की जगह रहती है ना, और वो शायद उस एक सांस की जगह में हमें समझ आ जाती है कि what is required here, yeah, and what intensity of my energy is required here, yeah, and that is so beautiful because सबसे पहले जैसे स्व और फिर स्व का जब हम मान करना शुरू कर देते हैं तो उसको स्वमान कहते हैं ना, yeah, that is respecting yourself, yeah, so whenever I gather things, when I'm able to respect me as an energy body, yeah, only then I can be in a space of किसी का मान कैसे कर सकते हैं जब तक मैं स्व का मान ना करूं, isn't it? तो वो वाला चीज जब हमारी ज्यादा होती रहती है तो हमारी रिएक्टिव स्पेस ही चले जाते हैं, yeah, so that's so good, and it's actually every tiniest of tiny change is worth appreciating, and what would it take for us to go for with a lot of momentum and loads of joy and tons of ease, yeah, because actually तो मुझे लगता है सुबह किसी का मैसेज आ रहा था तो वो लिख रहे थे कि इतनी देर हो गई है ना, तो मैंने बोला मुझे एक बात बताओ, यहाँ कॉन्शियसनेस के साथ जुड़े कितनी देर हुई है, बोले 31 मई, तो फिर 31 मई से जर्नी शुरू हो गया ना, उससे पहले वाले का अपने को पता नहीं है, इसलिए थोड़ा सा पेशेंस रखें, कभी भी कोई भी चीज जब हमारे पास में नहीं आती है उसको 6 महीने वक्त दें, अगर आपको लगता है कि वो ट्रस्टवर्दी एनर्जीज हैं, है ना, उसको कम से कम 6 महीने का वक्त दीजिए, yeah, and each time we are wanting everything quick, huh? Isn't it instant, है ना, instant ढोकला, instant chocolate cake, everything is instant, yeah, but ये चीज instant नहीं हो सकती है, there is no possibility, yeah, so everywhere that we do not recognize that कि consciousness में जो growth है ना वो instantaneous नहीं हो सकती है, इंस्टेंटेनियस हो रही होती है मगर रिकग्नाइजेबल होगी जब उसको थोड़ा वक्त देंगे। रिकग्नाइजेबल तब तक आपको पेशेंस रखनी, परतें उतरने देंगे तो कुछ होगा ना। तो पहले 2 4 10 20 50 कुछ परतें तो नीचे जाएंगी ना, तभी तो थोड़ी सहजता समझ आएगी, है ना, कि हाँ यहाँ पे तो कुछ आराम हो गया, वहां कुछ आराम हो गया। Very important to recognize and assimilate the change that we have created for ourselves and then further, because when we assimilate further we create, जैसे जैसे रॉकेट के पीछे आग लगी रहती है ना, तो कैसे उसको कहां से कहां ले जाते हैं ना, वैसे ही एसिमिलेशन एनर्जी की उसका उसका दम है। जब आपके साथ वो एकजुट हो जाती है, आपके अंदर ऐसा वो कोलाहल मचाती है, एनर्जी ऐसी देगी आपको पास कि आप कहां से कहां आपको ले जाएगी, आपको पता भी नहीं लगेगा। Keep trusting and keep coming back and so I hope anybody is desiring to speak any further, and we will take up the forgiveness bit today. Yeah? Yes, am I audible? I'm audible. कोई बोलेगा क्या?
You are audible, but your picture is gone.
It'll come because you know the internet is unstable. Audible रहने से भी ठीक रहेगा, कुछ कोई चक्कर नहीं है। Yeah? Okay. आ जाएगा, अपने आप से आ जाएगा। So, coming to forgiving our parents, our friends, ourselves, the holiest of all spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. Yeah? I'll read this again. The holiest of all spots on earth is where an ancient hatred has become a present love. And for so many of us here would be thinking, how come the ancient hatred would become the present love? Is that even a possibility? ऐसा कुछ आयोटा भी possible है ऐसा कुछ? There is no coming to consciousness without forgiving our parents. So जैसे हम बहुत चीजों में सर्वगुण संपन्न नहीं है अभी, वैसे हमारे पेरेंट्स भी बहुत चीजों में सर्वगुण संपन्न नहीं थे, है ना, पर फिर भी उन्होंने जो बेस्ट दे सके थे वो दिया। Whether we like it or not, our mother is our primary image of an adult woman and our father is our primary image of an adult man. If we hold grievances against our mother, then if we are a man, we will not be able to escape the projection of guilt onto another adult woman who comes into our lives. And if we are a woman, we will not be able to escape self-condemnation as we grow into our womanhood. Yeah? Anywhere anybody wants me repeating, I don't mind it, because every word is a pearl. Okay?
Can we repeat this?
Yeah, sure. Says there is no coming to consciousness without forgiving our parents. Whether we like it or not, our mother is our primary image of an adult woman and our father is a primary image of an adult man. If we hold grievances against our mother, then if we are a man, we will not be able to escape the projection of guilt onto another adult woman. We will not be able to escape self-condemnation as we grow into our womanhood. So ask yourself, If you do not have, or you've not had a great connection, a great relationship with either of your parents, what is happening in your life? Yeah. What is happening in your life that we are talking about? Is it self-condemnation? Is it that you've not been able to create relationships and you've been longing for them now? And that relationship can be any, it's not just physical. Yeah. The relationships are on many, 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 many levels. If we hold grievances against our father, then if we are a woman, we will not be able to escape projection of guilt onto other adult men who come into our lives. And if we are a man, we will not be able to escape self-condemnation as we grow into our manhood. So whoever has been into a self-devastating pattern of self-condemnation, and it has been there with you, at least this lifetime, recognized, noticed, and you very well know about it, ask yourself, where have you not forgiven your parents? Is it they are alive or dead? Does not make any difference. Is it that this space that you have created for yourself is because you hold the toxicity to them and everything that brings up for you? Are you in this time ready to let all the levels, all the layers, all the lifetimes, all the dimensions, all the past, present, future that you have been holding on to because of these energies? As for you letting go, forgiving them for what they did in the past is creating a future right here. Everything that is. Are you in this time ready to eliminate that from your memory, from your cellular memory, from your muscular memory, from your nerve memory, from your bone memory, from your brain memory, everything that does not allow you? Are you in this time ready to let that go? Each time we are unable to forgive, and each time, if suppose we've been telling ourselves, I have already forgiven, and if we have already forgiven, then all that we are talking about here should not be a part of me then. And that is all highlighted self-condemnation. It is such a leash, it is such an invisible leash that it will not allow you to move further into abundance, yeah? Into the fertile land, which is alluvial, for growth in all possible aspects, in all possible arenas of your life. And everywhere that you've not given a vent to that, everywhere that you have misapplied and misidentified forgiveness, however, not done it, everything that brings up for you, are you in this time ready to let all of that go? And all the oaths, vows, fealties, commitments, bindings, impoundings, contracts, swearings, promises that we have made to ourselves and to the people, that come what may, I shall never forget this, because if I forget, I'll again be used. I'll again have to step down. I'll again have to lose a very precious part of myself that I hold very near, dear to me. Everywhere that we have been living with this misunderstanding, not understanding the joy that is waiting for us, just a step after forgiveness. Everything that brings up for each one here. Are you in this time ready to leave everything which is unpalatable? And everywhere, some part of you, 10%, 15%, 20%. Still, it's not like a forthcoming energy, everything that is. Ask yourself, if I forgive from all my debts, what will I create in my life? If I forgive from all my debts, what would my life look like? If I forgive from all my debts, how would my relationships be like? If I forgive in all my debts, what would the wealth situation be like? And that wealth that we are talking about will not show up in your, just show up in your bank accounts. It will show up in you. Because you will be moving every bit, you will be treading every path with, where they will be walking, talking, living wealth. That you'll not have a thought which will ever be tied up to money. Yeah. Should I tell you something? Money has a very, very deep connection with our root chakra. Okay. And it is the lowest in the chakras. And we have to do a very good money call, which will, it will shake you for the next 6 months. Yeah. That kind of a money call. So everywhere that you've not been evaluating wealth, and everywhere that you have considered money, because if you are wealthy, you will have money. Okay. Wealth is inclusive of money. It is not excluding money. And everywhere that we have not allowed ourselves to forgive, whatever degree, it will not allow the entry of wealth into your life. You will have everything, however, you will not be able to enjoy it. Yeah, so we have to keep doing the reality check with our own selves every passing day. Yeah. We cannot check each other. We can just check ourselves. Where am I today? That's it. At a certain point, we forgive because we decide to forgive. Healing occurs in the present, not the past. Everything that we are healing is all in the present. It's never in the past. We are not held back by the love we did receive in the past, but by the love we are not extending in the present. Yeah. So sometimes what happens is that if I was deprived of love in my past, what do? I pass it on. I do not even get to extend it in my present. Yeah. However, you have to experience everything in the present. No, we can't keep getting to the past. There is no possibility there. Either God has the power to renew our lives or He doesn't. Would God be looking at any of us and saying, I'd love to give you a joyful life, but your mother was so terrible, my hands are tied? There is a lot of talk today about people growing up in dysfunctional homes. And you know the irony? All of us are in dysfunctional homes. Yeah. क्योंकि अपने को जो ये समझ थी डिसफंक्शनल इस वर्ड की सालों पहले बहुत डिफरेंट थी. तो ऐसे आज तक कोई ऐसा फैमिली लगी ही नहीं जिसमें लगा हो कि यहाँ पे कोई डिसफंक्शन है ही नहीं, है ना? कि ये पॉसिबिलिटी ही नहीं है. सभी फैमिलीज में कोई ना कोई डिसफंक्शन होता है. That means this is normal. Yeah. So everywhere that we pinpoint the others, probably their family is a dysfunctional family. Their family has, something unusual. Please ask yourself what is so unusual about yourself which you have not recognized. And everything that brings up. Are you this time ready to eliminate that? This world is dysfunctional, but there is nothing we have been through or seen or done that cannot be used to make our lives more valuable now. We can go from any experience and we can transcend any experience. This kind of talk to the which respects pain, glorifies pain, worships pain, and creates pain. This is what is ego. Each time, what was ego standing for? EGO. Each time I edge God out, I am all pain. Yeah, all pain, because the ego is talking. The ego will just give pain because that is what it is here in our lives for. So he says, ego, which respects pain, glorifies pain, worships pain, and creates pain. Pain is the centerpiece. It sees forgiveness as its enemy. Yeah. So either we can have pain or we can choose forgiveness. What are we choosing? And everywhere that we love to be in pain and keep, everywhere that I'm making my past equivalent to my future. Everywhere that I'm making my past, it could be having a lot of pain equivalent to the future. And you have to keep asking, why am I making some? Yeah, what am I loving about the past that I still want to hold on to it? Come what may, I shall not leave. I will live in pain. I will devastate myself to the core, but I will not forgive. Yeah, because if I forgive, then probably I'll create space, isn't it? And if I'll create space in my life, then how am I going to maneuver? How am I going to take charge of that space? Because I have always been in such gross energies that I'm so much in love with that grossness, the denseness, that suddenly becoming space it gives me like a lump in the throat. I will maneuver through that space. Yeah. Everything that always does not allow you, would you now like to let go? Forgiveness remains the only path that leads out of hell. Forgiveness remains the only path that leads out of hell. So firstly, let's ask ourselves, how much hell have I created and love living in that I do not desire to get out of that? Yeah. ये हेल और हेवन की क्या ऐसे वाली बातें ही हैं क्या कि हेल और हेवन तो मेरे हर क्षण में है, हर क्षण में. So when I choose to forgive, I create heaven, and I want to hold on to that. I'm already living in hell. It's a living hell that I'm living in. Whether we are forgiving our parents, someone else, or ourselves, the laws of mind remain the same. As we love, we shall be released from pain. And as we deny love, we shall remain in pain. So everywhere that we have pains in our bodies, pains in the core, pains in our system, pain in our glands, pain anywhere that you decipher, ask yourself, what is this? इसकी इजाद कहाँ से है? कहाँ है इसका seed? Forgiveness में तो नहीं है, उसमें तो नहीं forgive करने में हाथ थोड़ा तंग है अपना. Yeah. And it is forgiving ourselves also for whatever we chose in the past. Yeah, for whatever happened to us in the past. For whatever I could do and I could not do in the past. Yeah. So every moment we are either extending love or projecting fear, and every thought takes us nearer to heaven or hell. Either we are projecting fear or we are extending love. What will it take to make us remember that the ark is entered two by two, that there is no getting into heaven without taking someone with you? Yeah. Heaven without taking someone with you. Practice and commitment are the keys to love. What I've seen for myself and witnessed others grapple with also is also an argument with the power of love. I can see the truth of all these principles, but I have also seen how often I would resist the experience of love when holding on to a grievance seems more important than letting it go. An entire world has been built on fear. Fear system will not be dismantled in a moment. We have lived with fear for lifetimes after lifetimes. Yeah. So it will not be dismantled in a moment. We can work on ourselves every moment that we live. The world is healed one loving thought at a time. Yeah. Like we say, one step at a time, one moment at a time. That is how our worlds are healed, one step at a time. That is how our relationships are also healed. The world is healed one loving thought at a time. Mother Teresa said that there are no great deeds, just small deeds done with great love. Small deeds and great love. Each one of us have different fears, different manifestations of fear, but all of us are saved by the same technique, the call to God to save our lives by salvaging our minds. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil. For love is the kingdom, and love is the glory, and love is the power forever, forever and ever. Connection was in the whole text that I read. Is now the time to let all of that go? Yeah. आइए कुछ अच्छे से क्षण कुछ थोड़ी देर मेडिटेशन करते हैं. And let's be in our most comfortable spaces. If you can lie down, that's always better. If you can't, that too is good. Relaxed bodies will give an amplified effect of whatever that we are doing. We are the beauty. In our world. And we are the beauty to this world. And we are the beauty to this tiny world outside. That is our family and friends. We can only come to forgiveness once we commit to watching the beauty of people inside them, including our own self. But the external is so significant, seems so important. And it takes on us on the 8th gear, the 10th gear, the 12th gear. The highlighted external does not allow us to step into the inner beauty. Thus, making forgiveness very tough. Might be someone had done a million mistakes, had done bad to us in a million ways, but there is no possibility that that person would have not done one good thing to us. Why is there a default setting that we always talk and harp about the bad? What is the missing link? Where is the missing link to our forgiveness? When we are not in our present moment, that is probably the missing link. Our being like a pendulum, just going from the past to the future, future to the past. We miss the moment and the mesmerizing moments. The mesmerizing moments that this moment holds for us. As we could not forgive our parents, in totality, is that not showing up as lack of self-love in this moment for our own self? How much are we going to condemn ourselves? Condemn the combination of stars that got us here. The more we condemn, the lesser the prosperity we get to experience and rejoice in. How many levels of forgiveness do we have to make to be at peace with our own selves and live in prosperity? And we think probably just one level down will give me all of that. Judgment and degrees of judgment that we live in do not allow us to forgive. Things were not rightly done to me. I was not heard. I was not respected. I was not considered important. The other siblings were given priority. They were better educated. I was used. Everybody took me for granted. They thought I am not enough. And all of this is just toxicity and talking of judgment, if not more. And everywhere that we are holding on to this toxicity, even on the micro level, we are living those lives. We are living those lives as we have created them out of toxicity, never allowing ourselves to forgive. Everything that was pent up, and now today it is on the topmost layer. It had been gurgling inside, boiling, wishing to come out for ages, and today it has found its vent. I shall vent out all the toxicity and forgive. As today I understand, it is for giving, taking it out of my system once and for all. Is it the anger that I'm holding on to? For my parents, for my friends, for my siblings? Is it the frustration that I'm holding on to? And everywhere that I'm still holding on to that, I know what it is paining there. There is pain in my life, my living, my reality, my body, my business, my relationships. And wherever there is pain, I just know that the moment I will come to a space of forgiveness, this pain will go away. God, I really desire to forgive anyone and each one, and my own self especially. I just desire to forgive myself for everything that I did. Knowingly and unknowingly, whatever I did, I just desire to forgive myself. And forgive others too. God, show me. I just desire to forgive my parents, my mother, for whatever she could not do, and I thought it was her part. God, show me a way to forgive my father. For I know he did his best, but somewhere, something was not good. God, give me that understanding today. That deeper level of awareness. That probably anywhere he could not do good, he was not good to himself too. So how could he choose that in that moment? And just that thought makes me forgive him for whatever he did. There were intentions pure. However, I did not perceive them as purity. And anywhere that I did not perceive the purity, there was something toxic in me. Supreme Lord, I know of that now. And this is a magical understanding that you have gifted to me, Supreme God. Nobody else would. I have been fighting with myself and fighting with others. Sometimes verbally, sometimes mentally, sometimes physically. As I lack this understanding, the deeper understanding, that anybody who did not do anything which I thought they should have, they could not do because they did not have a possession of that. They themselves were lacking. How could they do it? And all that they did was all that they had, the best in them. Today I understand, God, no one is perfect. Neither am I, nor are they. You are the only one who is perfect, pure, complete. And I was looking for completion in them. I had put them on a pedestal, as that is what all I knew. With the infinite layers that I've opened for myself, I have opened that doorway of consciousness to consciousness. My inside tells me that now is the time to forgive. That now is the time to forgive. As in forgiving, my world seems gorgeous. In forgiving, I start seeing the beauty within me and others. In forgiving, I have started achieving things which I never thought I could ever. I have become my own better friend, if not best. I have developed an ease with myself, and I have a bundle of ease for others too when they come in my vicinity. The ease of being. And in just my choosing to forgive, I see the harmonious breath going out. I see harmony at home. I see harmony with my thoughts. And I see harmony between my thoughts too. I see harmony in communication that I have with people. I see harmony in my body. Which no more is an invitation to any disease. Disharmony talks of disease. Harmony talks of harmonious body. And this all I achieved just by forgiving. Just this bit, I could create so much of space in my life. And so much of space full of joy in my life. With this forgiveness coming my way, I experience a healthy body, a healthy heart. And I feel the power within. That power talks of no control. That power is a power greater than any power that we have ever defined. And I know that this forgiveness that I did has given me, gifted me miracles in every step. I was never doing a favor to anyone by forgiving. But even if I had a deeper understanding to why I was forgiving, still it is good to create peace within. I chose to forgive. And as I chose to forgive, there was peace inside, and my world became peaceful. My moments became blissful. Let's connect with the energy at the back of the neck. Which is heavy in this moment. And release. Let's take another deep breath. And go to the shoulders. And go to the weight of the shoulders. That we were holding on to as we allow ourselves to forgive our parents, friends, and anyone else, including ourselves. Made a different choice, so it is showing up differently in our bodies. And take a long deep breath and release all the pent up energy from your shoulders. May we always choose joy. Over holding. May we always choose love. Over fear. And may we always choose ourselves as the most important priority. Thus, forgive. Take a very long deep breath. Let's connect to the planet and send it loads of healing. But there are many infinite number of people who are still holding on to the resentments to their parents, to their siblings, to their near and dear ones. And let's free the planet of this pain. Let's free the universal mind. Let's free the universal mind. Let's free the universal mind. Of this pain. Take a long deep breath. Connect with your body. Connect with your breath. Connect with mindfulness. And you can just come back. You can be with this energy, allowing your walls to melt further. And forgive easily till we meet again.